I'm Gagi from Novi Sad, and the topic of circus education actually uh, came as something what is most important to me. Uh, I don't have so many answers and some spectacular knowledge to give it to you, but I just imagine this meeting with you as some kind of sharing the information how the things are going on into our countries. That's I'm sure I see the people from all around the world, and everywhere is different. But so we had here in Serbia we had some our issues and trying to spread circus approaches of all kind of them to spread to all around the Serbia, maybe more. But the question now is how to do that. What is the most the best way in the quality of doing the circus pedagogy and the circus in general to spread and not to do steps which are not good for the circus, if I can say like that. So the situation in Serbia is almost about bad educational system in Serbia. We are talking a lot with the kids which are coming to our school, and for example, they are going into the school in the morning and also in afternoon. So we have two. Um, I cannot find the way, but 1 week there in the morning and another week there in afternoon. So we have to manage first of all to reach children to come into the school in some crazy schedule. So from 8:30 till 9 o'clock. This is too late. I think that for their mind and their body, it's too late. We cannot run the school from the morning to the afternoon because they're really busy in the school, and so this school system we do have is some kind of very rigid system, like some kind of Russian style. The children getting just the information, and they have to repeat there is just one right answer. They cannot develop some kind of discussion about knowledge or how they see the things. I realized by the way they don't have so many space almost at all in Serbia uh, to develop critical mind and critical thinking about things are going on. So I realized that we as a circus school should spread uh, this our system to the wider audience, I can say, to the schools, and to reach more children, and to do that. So in the last few months, we've been we had a meeting with čekajte samo malo da vidim kako se to zove, to the high Natasha, can you help me the name in English of institution we've been College of Education of Future Educator, and we present what we are doing in the circus, and they like it.
Sorry, it is a college for preschool teacher training.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. At the end, we succeed to make a contract with them for a longer term, and so we are making together the projects, and we are waiting for results for the funding. But we get funding yesterday, and there is no funding for this project. So we have to manage how to do that, because our government are not supporting Circus as a organizations in Serbia. We just get a very small amount of the money, and we don't have a support from the city, from the government, and the regional. And so we have to manage how to go through this system, or I don't know how. The funding is the biggest problem issue here in Serbia. So this is in a short how the things are going on here. If somebody from Serbia want to say something more that I didn't say, I'm open.
Maybe I can add something from the same perspective. As you all know, I suppose there are global trend of cancellation of artistic subject in formal education, especially in primary school, for example. And Serbia is with that global trend as well. So there are cancellation of some traditional artistic subjects such as arts or music, and it is very difficult to talk about entering circus in formal education, because we already had that bad trend going on. And the another thing that is very bad for this for the position of the circus in formal education is the fact that in Serbia government doesn't recognize contemporary circus as an art form at all. There are no we have to we have a struggle. We have to fight for just recognizing circus as an art form, and putting circus education in formal system is I would say on the secondary level right now. We tried to do that in entering those school with those college for initially education of educators, but it's very difficult to reach at all. And of course, I'm sure that you are already know that that competitiveness that is very trendy in nowadays society is very present all around the world. And I think that on Balkan, and especially in Serbia, it is competitiveness not only now I'm speaking about competitiveness not in life in general, but competitiveness in children's life, not only in the world of sport or big business, but in educational sector. And that kind of competitiveness is, yes, it is global trend, but in Serbia is on some higher level. Students in Serbia schools, they have tests every week, sometimes every day, and that practice starts when they are already 7 years old. And secondly, most popular extracurricular educational activities are learning languages or brain gyms activities, and or playing instruments in music schools or different kind of sports. And success and core and quantitative evaluation is always present. There are always tendency of quantify achievements, and that is something that completely destroy any kind of critical thinking, and we try to fight against that through our little Circus school, and that is our position. Thank you for listening. And any other comments? It would be very great to hear something about the experience with countries that already have circus education in formal system, in primary school, for example.
To copy paste.
Why
so
not?
I heard that in Finland is that's very popular.
Taina, maybe you have your hand up. Maybe you have something you want to share.
Did you?
Yeah. So yeah, I really feel for your pain because I know how it has been. I was there in Finland in that time when we started to get these things happening. So we have in Finland this kind of law or curricular system called Basic Education of Art. And because we get Law and Act 1992, this is the curricula for the like after school art training, not inside of the formal school, but after school. But anyway, there is 9 different art forms, and it was first time ever when circus was mentioned as an art in that law. And when we get it inside of that law, it was 1992, it meant that after that, that was for the hobby and for the kids. But after that, it went more up also for the professional artists, because before there was no any places to ask the grants or money for artists to work, because it was not the art form, it was just a circus, and all the decision was made from the Ministry of Agriculture. But after that law, it also started to step by step go for the other grants. Instead of the be others, there was the art, circus art, as a music or dance or theater or visual arts or architecture or something else. And it's 30 years now, and now things are starting to happen more and more better. So it really takes time. So that's what happens outside of the school. But in Sorin Circus, we have also the good cooperation with the formal school. So we have this kind of teacher training school under the university, and it's nearby Sorin Circus place in Tampere. And we have a big cooperation. Is it 10 years now, Maria? We have run the circus classes inside of the formal school. So we have like some workshops on the primary school, but then this in grade 7 to 9, what is something like 10 to 11 to 14, 15, 12 to 15, maybe, age like that. So then there is the this kind of possibility to choose the circus as a one object of their study. And then also after that in high school, I mean in college. So, but it's still not inside of the really formal education, but it's inside of their courses, their optional studies, so they can like choose it. The young ones, it's really extra, so they have to do everything else what others are doing, but for extra studies they can choose circus. But in college, it's already like inside of their courses, amount of courses they have to choose. Please, Maria, you can add if you want to add.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So
that's how it goes.
Yeah, but yeah, that started like 10 years ago, and of course, like probably all of you do a cooperation with different schools, and you can have a workshops there once in a while. But that's like a going, and it's inside of their curriculum. But yeah, really, it takes time, and I think well, there is a different levels where it takes time. Of course, those who makes the decisions and gives the money, is the most important, that you really have to do lobbing all the time and try to find the right persons, because there are so many persons who don't understand, and they are, what the fuck, what is circus, nothing, la 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 la, you are clowns or whatever. But then to find this educational, like all of us, we know the social circus tools and stuff like that, so you can put it in and try to prove those people. But then when you get inside of the school, it's also really, you need to lob for the teachers, because I remember those first meetings I did there, you know, there was the teachers of physics and mathematics and stuff, and they were looking at me, are you serious? Are you serious talking we should take circus? Oh. They didn't understand at all. It was only like sport teachers, like literature teachers, and something creative way thinking teachers. They was like, oh, this is really good. But now we have one of my old students from my performing group. She's now a mathematics teacher in that school, this teacher training school under the university, and she's doing her PhD now, how to teach circus mathematics in the school. So I started to work with her when she was maybe 12 or something, and now she's 30 something, and now she's doing his master's or his PhD doctorized things for circus mathematics. So it really takes time, but it's worth it. And now it's really interesting to see. And when it's going to be ready, I can share it, of course, with everybody in Caravan. But yeah.
And we have to remember that there is a lot of schools in Finland, and this is very special cooperation what we are doing, because this is the only one going on here.
And then we also started with the kindergarten, what is nearby, and so our goal is that we could start from the kindergarten and go all the way to the college, and circus could follow there to help kids to learn, not to become a professional artist, that they just a tool to get them better well-being. Yeah. But I could talk like 12 hours, so please go ahead, others too.
I believe you, and I can, but also, so we are talking about these topics in a many ways. We are just sometimes we are sitting all night and talking about circus and how to implement, and how what the kids are feel about circus, how the circus can help them, and we are really believe, and I believe that you all here know what I'm talking about. So we have to, as you said, to reach the decision makers, and it's not easy, especially in Serbia. You know, the circus here means something. If you want to describe some really bad, you use the word circus. They don't want to have circus because they have already circus in their life or daily life, and they have issues, and this is the circus for them. So do we have some other opinion or experience in this area? I feel better now. Katja.
I just want to also raise up this thing that yes, we have a lot of things good in Finland, but also working in the same building, we are doing also the social circus things. So that is actually, I think, one of the main topics what we are trying to struggle, that how we define what is the difference of because we have already identified the basic education of arts, and that's quite clear for the government and people, and they have defined it that okay, we know what it is. But now it's the same conversation going on, like okay, but we are also an organization which provides social circus, and then try to explain that difference at the same time. So in a way I feel totally also with that, because we are in the two different levels of doing same work and same things, but at the same time, different goals. And so it's also really try to identify and make the difference of it, because it shouldn't also make any kind of a competition, because we just need different kind of, not all the students can go inside of the basic education of arts, because they need smaller groups, they need maybe some other things to study. So that is also one big question which I could talk about like 1 week.
That's obvious. Yes, it's so many different different ways. We have to explain first of all that circus is an art, and as an art, circus had as all other arts the branches of social circus, social community, education, etc., etc. Many things, and political on the end. And when you step out, you have to say something, and you choose what do you say. So yeah, we did our first show with the teenagers, first in our history, in a short history, and the topic of this performance is school system, and they say nobody is not asking us what do we want. This is the most important in this. Yeah. So do we have something Switzerland, Spain? What do we have? Okay, Spain. Go.
Hi, my English level, but I will try to explain our project we are doing with formal education. First of all the questions you said are very important. There is a political thing very important. Politics have to believe in arts, in education. Then if they don't believe in that, it's very difficult to enter to schools, no, to the circus. In Barcelona, we had a progressive government during 8 years, more or less, and they believed in arts in education, and they were finding, giving us funding to do these projects. Then we worked with secondary schools near in the Ateneo, three schools, no? And we did a project. We do a project during one scholar course since October to May or June, more or less, and it's an optative subject. They can choose circus or another things that the school propose. Then we do 1 hour and a half of technique, circus technique, during the first trimester. During the first 3 months, they explore different techniques of circus. And after that, we start to prepare a show, a final course show. Then it's very interesting the process with them, to choose the subject of the show and how to construct this show. It's a very interesting the relationships that the child, the youngs do in circus classes is different in the school. We have other kind of opportunities, and especially for the youngs that more academic subjects don't do well. It's difficult for them to be in silence, to not move, and in circus it's different, no? It's a different methodology. Then they have the opportunity to express themselves in another way, no? And the way we work in these projects, we have two trainers from Ateneo and two professors from the school. Then we have a team of 4 professionals doing possible this space, no? Then we talk a lot about before to start the projects, about the roles, the responsibilities of everyone. One more directed to the techniques, the others working more the values or the social relations between the teenagers. And we are very happy with the results, no? We have about 6 years of experience in these projects. And we have a short video about that in our webpage. Is in Catalan, but I think it's you can understand the most important things, no? This is one part we are working, and we last course also we did a training for trainers, training for professors for the schools, no? And called like Circus in physical education. And our objective is to show them what is social circus, and to give them some resources to applicate circus in their classes, no? Some basic things, because professors maybe don't have the technique very well, but they can introduce some things, no? And it was an experiment, this first formation, but we want to continue and to do a deepest formation, no? Profound, with more techniques, with more resources. But the professors were very, very happy with this formation. And for the last, we did like a research project to introduce circus from 2 years to 7 years, no? And it's a material we create for the professors in the school can use in an autonomous way, no? We propose like 30 sessions of psychomotricity, no? That we work about psychomotricity with a professional of that area, and with circus professionals, and then we mesclate, no, these 2 things. And we proved that with 4 different schools during a year, and the results are fantastic, no? And the professors included this way, this methodology to their work in day by day. And there are a list of basic materials, imprescindive materials you need to applicate these contents. And after that, the schools, majority here in Spain, have other materials of psychomotricity that you can adapt to do these activities, no? We propose spaces, no, for the child discover for themselves, no? There are some activities more directed, but majority is free, no? The teachers facilitate the child to discover different things, no, but are the curiosity, the natural curiosity of the child that conduce the session, no, the sessions. And this material is for free. We have that in our webpage. There are two books of methodology and the sessions, and there are 52 cards with different illustrations to give ideas to the child, no, to practice different kinds of techniques, no, aerials, juggling, acrobatics, different kind of things. We would like to introduce these materials because at the moment are only in Catalan, but we think it could be a very good resources to implement circus in the schools, no, with little child. Then this is our experience. It's true that it's very difficult to introduce circus in the schools without a political decision, a political voluntad, no? But I encourage all of you to fight for that, because it's very important that the scenic arts are considered as important as mathematics or as language. No, because it's very important for the education. And now in Spain, we are also fighting for the recognition of circus as an art, as a family art, and also to recognize the training, no? The training as formal education. Then the professional schools of circus being recognized, no? And it seems we will get it soon. Then it's a very good notice for all, and we will celebrate then. And this is my apportation. I don't know if I explained well, but if you have some question, you can ask me, or you can write my mail, and we can talk more about that.
Thank you. Thank you for this experience. And yes, we will write you the mail. So if we are talking about fighting, it came some very interesting thing on my mind. We had last week, we have some kind of advocacy. We did advocacy for the first time here in Novi Sad, but elections are soon, and nobody from decision makers wasn't here. But it was some family talking, like here now. And what we figure out, me, that it's a bad situation. It's very tough to do circus in Serbia. And I realized that during this 12, 20 years, it's not so much people here in Serbia doing circus, but nobody didn't give up. And we are more and more of circus artists, because it's something in the circus. Okay, we understand that, but is pushing us to fight. We will not give up. Don't worry. We are doing the steps. We did a lot of things in a past few years. There is more young people. They graduated in the faculties, and they came to the circus, and they just stay there, and they cannot explain why. Is this atmosphere of freedom and cooperation and no competition is keeping the people inside. And actually I tried to really think about these approaches of the circus 3 years ago, when I get the Look at Me, the booklet, and I started to read, and now I'm listening, reading, and I spend a lot of time in this researching of the circus, and that's what is interesting actually is if when you read some progressive pedagogy, you just find yourself inside. We are doing it. We are, and it's a lot of theories around us in the academic world, and they don't do that, but we are doing that, and even we don't know nothing about this knowledge and in the theory. So, do we have somebody else to say something about this topic? Or we go home?
I
Oh,
would
we are
like to
at home.
add that that because of the situation, something quite optimistic. There are options for kind of guerrilla warfare. For example, I work as music teacher at preschool teacher training college, and I use elements of circus technique in my work with students. So I hope that some interdisciplinary music circus approach, and I hope that they will be sensibilized toward the circus art. That there is maybe a way to reach some people and to persuade them that circus is important for education.
I'd like to go to Cecile in Circus in Prague.
Yeah, so I just want to add what is my perspective on the topic. So I'm in Prague. I'm working with Circus, which is a circus center. Originally, I'm a dancer. I'm not a circus artist, but I found that circus is very a wonderful tools to develop social skills, to develop creativity, to develop physical skills, cooperation, and everything that we all practiced already, and we already named all this. And I got involved into a project 2 years ago that me and my partner, we started, and we wanted to use circus tools, mainly based on juggling. And with our box of different tools, we wanted to go to the schools and introduce those tools to the children and also to the teachers, because we believed, and we still believe, that some of those tools would improve their capacity to concentrate, would improve the self trust, would improve their rhythmicality and other things that can after a while serve for the school, serve to learn better, to be ready to learn. Because I think it goes together. Once you feel awake, once your body is awake and you have this joy, then you are ready to learn. Not whatever is coming, you are ready to learn. So this was what we wanted to share. So this is like a personal initiative. I know that Circus also, they go to schools and they have kind of workshops, but there is nothing really regular. Yeah, it's happening sometimes, but there is not a systematic system that would introduce circus in the schools. Nevertheless, every time we did these offers with our project, the teachers and the directors of the schools were very enthusiastic about it. So there is a real interest, and they know it's a good practice. We don't need to prove it. We don't need like to force it or to pray and say, please let us do circus with your children. because they are very open. So everywhere we were very welcome. But the school system is not, for now, it's not working with Circus. But from what I know, because I received a document not long ago, there is now a real question about physicality, because finally the people on the top, they realize that the children, they are losing relation with their bodies, and this is starting to have a real impact, psychological impact, those teenagers being isolated, not being able to communicate. So it's becoming an issue, and it was now pointed. Yeah, it was like officially said, here we have an issue. So I think that maybe with this awareness of the situation, maybe now there would be doors maybe are going to open and make it easier for people like us and from people from Circon to enter. And now just on personal level of my experience of teaching Circus in the schools, with my partner, we were sure that the tools we have are good. But we were confronted with groups and teenagers who are so close, and we didn't know how to present the tools. So the first thing we needed to do for 3 months was to gain their trust. And once they started to trust us, then we could work on creativity, we could work on many other things. But the time was much more, it took us much more time than what we expected. Because when I teach, for example, in Circus, I don't need to do this work. Children are here, they are open, they go for it. In the schools, it's different. Yeah, it's not maybe their choice. So it was a very, very rich experience for us. And now we are thinking of not only about the tools and how to improve the tools, but how to present them, how to make them acceptable. With the smallest children, it works very well because they are very open. They are ready to do. If you present it with a story, if you have imagination, they would just follow you, and this is wonderful. With the teenagers, we are confronted with the resistance. We also had the project that we were teaching teachers, and this was working very well. They were very greedy. They really wanted to give me more. I need those tools, because I think they see that it's working well. So we are very happy about this. But the movement, this change is coming from, I would say, the lower and the upper, people on the top, they are a little bit late into this. Yeah, we needed to move it before they realize it's needed. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
From the heart to the brain.
Yeah.
It's always like this. So yeah, we had some also this kind of projects to cooperate with the school, and we find our ways how to manage it. But we have to work. We are aware, and the teacher which was involved in that, and the children are, that was always the Wednesday, and when the Wednesday was a special day for them. They was waiting for the Wednesday for a whole week. Yeah, and they learned better. They was happy, as you say. When you have happiness in you, you are open to do everything else. But actually, that's in the life. We don't know what this world are gonna give us as issues in the future, and we just have to prepare children to be ready to learn new things. New things are coming every day. So this kind of teaching and learning in the school, especially in Serbia, this is just I don't know, old-fashioned, too old-fashioned style. They don't get almost anything in this kind of learning. Oh, people, it's so nice to talk to you. Okay, somebody else. Zip Zap, how the things are going there?
I think Zip Zap's no longer here.
Aha.
However, I will
Well,
say that we're coming close to the end of the session, but we started a little bit late. That's okay. I'm not trying to cut the conversation short. I think if it's okay with the participants, we can go an extra 5 or 10 minutes, unless people have to leave, in which case feel free. But Gagi, if you want to ask anybody else, and specifically, I think it could be interesting to hear from Far in Cambodia.
No. So actually, this is the first time I'm doing that. That came really organically. That I'm very I get into into this theme of education and the things, and I just realized that many people are from the circus. Almost all of you are thinking the same way. This is for me something new. You know, you finally get this level that you can understanding into the big bunch of people are thinking the same way. This is the fabulous. So I just can tell you that I felt really alone in some point of my life, because I realized I'm doing something really different as other people. Is it something happening bad with me? That was always like this, and step by step, I find the circus as a very lonely thing in the Serbia. You know, you find some guy who want to play with you, and you start to play, and they're coming other children to play with us together. That's you. So, do we have some experience from Cambodia? Maybe I really would like to hear experience from far away from Europe.
Chan Riksmay, unfortunately, we don't hear you. No, unfortunately not. Maybe in the meantime, we can give them a moment to try and fix their microphone. Maybe Magali, I don't know if you have any experience, or I know maybe Ines also from Ireland. Okay, bye, Aina. Thank you so
Aina.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
See
Aina.
you soon.
See you.
Bye.
In Switzerland, we tried a lot of things, different things, but it's quite complicated to enter in the formal education because it's very closed, and we did some projects, but it depends the teachers. It come from the teachers. It's one day it's a teacher who say, okay, I believe in circus, and they call us and we try to do something together, but it's come from the teachers and not from the government or the direction of the schools. In Switzerland, it's very new that circus it's recognized as art. It's very new. It's begin now to be recognized. So I think that there is a long road to have circus in the school. But for now, we have punctual projects with different teachers, and we have some formation for the teachers, and that is very, very cool.
and it depends the cities, and it depends the region. So it's very different here in La Chaux-de-Fonds. We are here. Ton-sur-Ton is in La Chaux-de-Fonds. It's a very small city, and in this city, it's difficult to say that, but there is not that much money. So for that kind of project, so it's every time it's okay. Yeah, we want circus in the school. Okay, and how we can do that? And can you do that for free? And no, we can't. It's like, no, it's our job. We have to eat. We have to work, and it's quite a project. Yeah, I know that in different canton, in different region in Switzerland, a lot of money. They give a lot of money for the culture. It's not our here in La Chaux-de-Fonds. It's not the case. So it's quite different here as a different region in Switzerland. But yeah, little by little, we enter in the formal school. I know that another circus school is here. They have the schools I think that every kids go one time in their entire school life to the circus, but it's just 1 hour in the middle of 12 years school. So it's just to jump one time and that's it. So it's not that interesting. But yeah, but little bit by little we will enter in the school, we hope though.
Thanks, Magali.
Thank you. According to that, what you said right now, it's not problem. Also in Serbia now, things are changed. The teachers and the schools are ready to get the circus into the school, but for free. Yes, but this is a huge step. According to 2 years ago, maybe. Now circus is starting to be something else. To be circus, to be precise. So, what's going on in Cambodia?
What's going on is microphone problems. Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
Well, you hear me now, right? Thank you. Well, so I think our farm is like I can say the youngest experience on the bringing the service into the formal educations and or into school, since obviously we have our ambitions to bring that into the school for sure, but now we can only start with our own community kindergartens, which are provide the service to the students who age from 3 to 5 years old only. And this is not the way that we bring the circus into the kindergarten school, but we bring them to our school, like because it's really hard to us in Cambodia, I don't know, maybe in other countries, public school or formal school has the sport place where we can easily or the cover space where we can also work as in the circus space. But here in Cambodia, it's an open air space or even classroom. It's really narrow, and if we go there, it's really hard to practice some circus element, except like juggling or maybe like a really small acrobatics. However, so that's why we started with our own first, with the kindergarten, where the small kids come in and play with us, and our circus here, circus teachers here provide them with some games, but related to the circus, so that they feel ready. So it's also a kind of link to some of the kindergarten sessions, like okay, small motor or a grow motor or balancing of their body or doing a flexibility of their body, for instance. So that is the way that we could do. By the way, we currently try our best still, but still to bring in the school rather than that we go into the formal education school. As you guys also said that in terms of the policy or the politics involvement, and if they're not really value the arts, so it's really hard to involve or engage into their school. And also just share with you that what they have been valued here in Cambodia for the arts is art for political promotions. And if it is not that, it's really hard to bring in. It's easy to bring like classical music, classical dance into the school, as it is requirement from the top minister that each school should have the arts and especially the classical, which is now they promote. But the circus is really hard, even though we try to have them to match with the physical educations now and all that. But we ourselves we want to like match it with the fitness, match it with the exercise that they're doing, even though at the primary school or at the secondary school, it's hard. It's really hard. So that is the reason. That's why all of them are here to listen to the experience school, that it might be help us in a way that we could also put in or pursue or maybe bargaining or negotiate with the maybe decision maker that okay, it is really important to have these kind of things. And even though we start with our local, our own school in a public school, but not that easy. They need to have us to get a letter from the minister or from the director of Department of Education to let them do that activity. So it's really complicated in here, but I would love to like to know more and to learn more from all of you who has experience on this. And I know that in Zoom here, even though that there's really hard, but you still have a chance to bring it in, so that I think our situation is quite similar, so that it would help us a lot if you could also share what is that the first things that you do, and to be able to convince them to allow us to be in. Yeah, and here even though we want to start it at the after school activities, but when finish the school and they run for the English for other activities, not that to the arts aspect. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's obviously the same spirit and the problems all around. So we are finished. Yeah, we have to leave.
I think so, unless anybody has any
Okay.
maybe final closing statements yet, Taina.
Final closing statement. Okay. I want to say that, like I wrote to the chat, that Caravan members has now, and Caravan has many research, how effective Circus is, how we can use it for different target groups. And we have a lot of text also in English language, like a curriculum and stuff like that. So for Gagi and the others, so if you can organize this kind of meetings with your politics or Ministry of Education or some kind of seminar like Gagi, you would try to ask us to come. But so I think there is a lot of people in the members who could come and show and talk, because it's always more important if there is somebody from other country who comes to tell how it is, even it's exactly the same what you could tell for them. But so I think we should use more about each other for those kind of seminars or conference or festivals, like we just did in Fuskapo in February. So yeah, so I think we should use more the results what we have, because now we are so busy to do everything and new projects instead of using those what we already have. So I think that's also one of the role for Caravan, to try to find out how and who could give these kind of speeches around the world and be like a circus art ambassadors, you know, to tell. Yeah. But yeah, let's see in 20 minutes in the next meeting. So
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming and sharing your experiences. That was really enlightening and great to hear. So thank you all for sharing. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope to see you later on in the Caravan week and some of you at the General Assembly tomorrow.
See you. Thank
see
you,
you.
Thanks everyone.
everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Great to see you, Far. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.